Welcome to the Stock Workout, where we flex on the market to make gains. In this video, we're going to be talking about a telecommunication company, a fintech company, a company that's involved with EV batteries as well, and it goes by the ticker symbol IQST. This is a company that is well diversified, and if I be completely transparent, I currently hold shares in this stock, so I've got skin in the game. So we're going to be taking a look at the company website, what the company does briefly, take a look at a bit of news that the company has released, and then we are going to take a look at the charts, and we're going to take a look at a few price points. I personally think this is a great stock to be in. I think this is a good growth stock. And this stock is set to be listed on the NASDAQ in the future. And when I say future, I mean close future. They have already started the process to be uplisted to the NASDAQ. So if we take a look at the company website, as you can see, IQST is a US-based publicly listed company offering leading edge telecommunication and technology services for global markets. Now, they provide services to the telecommunication, electric vehicle, liquid fuel distribution, chemical and financial service industries. It has 4 business divisions, which are Telecom, Technology, Fintech and Blockchain. So this is a little background on the company. They have presence in 13 different countries. It has 7 operating subsidiaries. And if you look at revenue, 2020's preliminary revenue, full year revenue is $44.8 million. And the forecast for 2021 is $60.5 million. Now you can see from 2019 also it was $18 million. So year on year it has been growing significantly. It is a rapidly growing company. And also another thing to take note of is that this company, although it's listed OTC and it is a small company in comparison to some of the giants, it has great PR. The company is active on Twitter. They give news updates frequently, very frequently. We've just had a news update today, which I'll be running through in a second. So you can see over here it has this uplisting path. This is the uplisting path to the NASDAQ. So I've got the tab open here. It says on March the 11th they released it. It said IQST courts investment banking partner in preparation for NASDAQ listing. So if you want to read into that, it just basically says that they are courting a partner to help them uplist to the NASDAQ. In a nutshell, that's what it says. If you want to read more into it, you can check out their website. Now remember, when this company does get uplisted to the NASDAQ, it is going to act like a huge catalyst. It's going to act like a huge catalyst because being uplisted exposes the company, the shares, to so many more investors. Then institutional investors will start stepping in. NASDAQ's a much bigger market. So it'll expose the stock to many more investors that currently can't buy it OTC. So that will act like a huge catalyst for this stock. So the stock is currently sat at $1.27 and it is up 10% on the day. Last month it did hit highs of $2, but along with everything else, with the huge sell-off, this stock was also affected. For those of you that don't know, the sell-off was related to the rising bond yields, and many stocks, and especially the NASDAQ, was hit very, very hard. We saw a huge sell-off. The stock price came down really low. The sell-off did bring the stock price down to around 78 cents. It did cross down below the 200-day moving average, and then since then it picked back up. Previously speaking, this stock does hug the 21-day EMA quite well. I think I should say as well, I've got the 21-day EMA pulled up alongside the 50, 100 and 200-day moving average. I've got the volume pulled up and the RSI. So the stock does hold the 21-day EMA quite well. A couple of times it has dipped down to below the 50-day moving average, and it bounces right back off the 100-day moving average. But with this sell-off, it was hit quite hard. It went from about $2 down to 78 cents. But given the sell-off, it doesn't change the fundamentals for the company, and I'll get into that in a few seconds. And you'll see why, even with the huge sell-off, this company is rapidly growing. So the stock did come down and dip below the 200-day moving average, and since then it's bounced back up. We have seen the 21-day EMA cross over, back over the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. Now it is a hairline away from crossing over the 100-day moving average, which I anticipate it will do tomorrow. Now, as I said, the huge sell-off doesn't mean that the fundamentals for the company have changed. As you can see here, this article was just released today on Monday the 15th of March. It says IQST announces 288% revenue increase for February 2021, supporting $60.5 million annual revenue forecast. Given the market conditions and given the huge sell-off, the fundamentals for the company do not change. So it says here it is a provider of telecom technology, fintech and blockchain solutions. It today announced revenues of $4.86 million for February 2021. Now, when you compare that with the 2020 revenue, it was just $1.68 million. So, you know, that's roughly a threefold increase. It says February 2021 revenue increased 288% compared to the year before. Then it goes on to say that the year-to-date revenue through the end of February 2021 is $9.65 million compared to $3.53 million for the same period in 2020. That's a 273% increase. So that's just covering January and February. Now, IQST has forecasted its 2021 revenue to be $60.5 million. Now, it says here that in addition to the dramatic revenue growth, management anticipates improved profit margins as the company consolidates its telecom subsidiaries under a single brand name to improve marketing momentum and operating efficiencies. And next, this is where things sort of pick up and get more interesting. It says management further indicates the potential to exceed the current revenue forecast as a result of potential contributions from the company's other growing high-margin business units, including its technology division, IoT and batteries for EV, and its fintech division, which is the Visa debit card, and its blockchain division. So for a rapidly growing company to potentially increase its forecasted revenues is even better. Bear one thing in mind as well, that the market cap for this company is only $108 million. And if they're set to pull in $60.5 million in 2021, that basically gives the company a really low price to sales ratio. So in my opinion, this is a great company to get into. If we take a look at the charts though, I've gone through where the company has been bouncing off the 100-day moving averages and the fact that it hugs the 21-day EMA pretty closely. But after the sell-off in this time period here, this is where things get interesting. We have a pennant forming. We have a pennant that has formed. We have now broken out. So this is a bullish flag right there that I've drawn on the charts. We can see from here, from the bottom of the run up all the way to the top of the run up, we've seen the price consolidating here, and now we've had a breakout. This breakout today, this 10% gains, would have been attributed to the news that came out, the fact that there had a 288% increase on revenue for February compared to the previous year, and we have now broken out of that bullish flag formation. Also, the volume is 2.77 million. The average volume is not given here on TradingView. I am not sure why. But if we take a look at the RSI, you know, given the huge sell-off, we did see the RSI start to slowly decrease day by day. Low point hit here, as you can see, by the low of around 78 cents. We had a huge run up here. This would have been due to their this was actually due to their news release of their uplisting path. So as we saw on their website, they put a tab up for their uplisting path, and they were quite active on Twitter about it as well. So we've had this bullish flag formation, which we now have broken out of. So that's one bullish sign. The next bullish sign is the fact that the 21-day EMA has crossed over right here in the middle of the bullish flag. Is crossed over the 50-day moving average, and it has also crossed over the 200-day moving average. It is a hairline away from crossing over the 100-day moving average too. I anticipate that it will cross over tomorrow. If it does, it's crossed over the 50, 100 and 200-day moving average. I am happy with that. I'm happy to say that it is in bullish territory. RSI is currently sat at 60, so it is not in overbought conditions yet. And hopefully from here we will go on to test previous highs and potentially even test new highs. So that's what I just wanted to do. I wanted to give an introduction to the company. I think it's a great penny play, a great penny stock. Personally, I am going to be holding it for the whole of 2021. Given the revenue numbers of 60 million and a market cap of 108, I don't think that you can go wrong with this. They have great PR. They're doing good things. They are yet to uplist as well to the NASDAQ, which is going to act like a huge catalyst. So this could be one of them 2x, 3x, 4x plays. But from a technical perspective, I think the charts are looking healthy. We did see the stock price hit $2, and when we saw it retrace, we saw it sell off quite hard. This was due to the market sell off, but currently the chart is looking healthy, and I'm happy to increase my position at this price point. I have been dollar cost averaging down as it did dip low, even here as well. In the past few trading days, I did dollar cost average down. So yes, there you have it. That's an introduction to IQST. I've gone through the charts. $1.27 right here is a good point to buy in at, and dollar cost average down if you do own this stock. For those of you who don't own this stock, I will just draw a quick fib retracement. So if I draw it from the bottom of this run up here to the top of the previous run up, so we did see the price while it was forming this bullish flag formation, it did bounce off the 61% Fibonacci retracement, which is the golden retracement. So right now it's sat at $1.27, and I think this is saying $1.26 was the 23% retracement. Now, in my opinion, I still think this is a great point to buy in at right now. I believe this is going to go on to set newer highs, higher highs, and you know, at a minimum retest this previous high. So for those of you who don't own this stock currently, couple of things to look out for is that this 21-day EMA crosses over the 100-day moving average as well. Then it has crossed over all three 50, 100 and 200-day moving averages. RSI is sat quite good at the minute. We do have this bullish flag formation, and we have a breakout. So you know, if you buy at this breakout here, you will hopefully see the rest of the gains in the next run up. So there you have it. There's a quick introduction and chart analysis on IQST. For those of you who haven't, subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you more content. If you appreciate the video, drop it a like. It really does help, and I will see you on the next one.